Hello, if you're new here, I'm Sarah. I'm a PhD candidate in religious studies at a university in Ontario, Canada. And welcome to another vlog where I document what some of my life is like as a PhD student with ADHD and also, unfortunately, with some chronic pain and health issues, which is so fun. So thank you for joining me on my channel and I hope you enjoy this vlog. So I just got back from my physiotherapy appointment that I had this afternoon and I made the mistake of walking there because yesterday it was like a beautiful, gorgeous day that felt like spring, which is really weird for the end of February where I live. Usually it's still like the depths of winter here, but it's been a really, really weird and warm winter overall. But today we're back in like horrible Canadian winter with it's basically a blizzard out right now. And it was a really cold, awful walk, I have to say. And I am really not looking forward to going back out today, which I have to do in about an hour because I'm attending an event at the university that I really should get dressed and ready for. The event is being put on by the faculty or department of research at the university. I think it's called Inspired Reads, and it's basically just a bunch of arts faculty members coming together and presenting things that they're currently working on or have recently had published. There are a couple of faculty members from my department who will be presenting their work, as well as faculty members in other departments that I've worked with closely or have a relationship with who I admire and am interested in their work, and I just want to go and support them and attend this event, and hopefully there will be some free food and snacks as well. So because I have a terrible personality trait of being chronically late for everything, I'm gonna try not to be late for this and start getting ready. Ignore my dirty mirror, but real quick, here is my outfit for the event. I find that when I dress a little bit more academic, I feel a little bit more academic, so hopefully this helps. This weather is awful. I just got back from the event. It was really great. I'm glad I went. It was super interesting just to see all of the research and publishing that's happening at Laurier, things that people are writing about and working on, and just like the diversity of research is really interesting to see and just like inspiring too, especially because I do hope to publish my own book one day in the far, far future, probably, but it's still a distant goal that I'm working toward. I would have stayed around longer after the presentations to like chat and network with people because I feel like it would have been a really great opportunity for that. But I started to feel like I was getting a migraine during the presentations. I had like really bad nausea. I almost felt like I had to leave at one point to uh, deal with that. And then just like really bad neck and shoulder pain, which are symptoms, triggers, I don't know, part and parcel of these migraines that I deal with on what has almost been like a daily basis lately, which has really sucked and has been really like discouraging and disheartening because I feel like feeling like crap all the time is preventing me from doing a lot of things that I want to do. And I feel like it's preventing me from pursuing a lot of the dreams that I have and the things that I want to be creating and putting out there in terms of my dissertation and other things as well. So anyway, that's my migraine rant. It's been rough. It's been rough. It's been a hard month, and I feel like I've been trying all these different ways of dealing with and preventing these migraines, like physiotherapy, visual therapy, medications, and nothing has really helped as much as I would like it to, honestly. But it is what it is, and I'm just gonna keep plodding along, pushing through, doing what I can and the best that I can. And with that said, I'm gonna go make some hot chocolate or some warm, comfy beverage, get comfy, and start tackling this massive pile of grading that I really need to get to. Loki wants to be in the vlog. So I Took a really hot shower, which was much needed. I feel like I just couldn't get warm after being out today. That like cold was really sunk into my bones. So that was nice. Got cozy and I'm ready to settle into some grading. I didn't wash my hair while I was taking that nice long hot shower because I have a hair appointment tomorrow and I might do something with the color. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. All I know is that I'm really bored of this hair and I really need to change. I am someone who likes to change up my hair a lot. I've been through a lot of different vibrant colors throughout my life. And yeah, I definitely need to get it cut because it is really damaged and dead. And I have not had a haircut in over 6 months. So I'm really overdue in that sense. A few years ago, I had like vibrant red hair and I really kind of miss that. So I was contemplating going back to red, but maybe something a little bit more natural and not so in your face vibrant, but we'll see. Red hair is a lot of maintenance. Was my cat just sliding off of the coffee table with my laptop? So that's great. My laptop is already not doing so well. It's definitely on its last leg. So I hope that that did not just take it over the edge because I really need that and I can't afford another one right now. Anyway, hair, red, might do it, might go for it. I don't know. I don't know. It is a lot of maintenance, but it's maintenance that I will be able to like upkeep myself. So I don't know. Might do it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel and what my hairdresser says as well, because I trust her and her opinions and think that she would not lead me astray in this. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling about hair here and set myself up on the couch, get comfy, and get to work on this grading because I have about 80 assignments to grade in less than a week. And I have a busy week as well on top of that. So it's gonna be fun. So this is the hair. It is quite different, and I feel like it's gonna take me a little while to actually get used to it. But I thrive on change, honestly, and I love making spur of the moment, spontaneous kinds of decisions like this, especially when it comes to my hair or like my appearance in general. I just like changing it up every now and then. I get bored and feel like stagnant, and I really needed like a good chop. I feel so like chic and glamorous, especially with how glossy and like perfectly curled it is now. I'm never ever going to be able to recreate this myself because I'm just not that talented when it comes to styling my hair, but I'm going to enjoy this while I have it. So it is past 5 o'clock now. I just got home. I had like a pretty busy but wonderful day. After my hair appointment, I just had to run some errands and then I hopped on a Zoom call for the course that I TA for since it was online today. There was a guest speaker, so that was pretty interesting. And then after that, I actually went over to the house of the prof that I TA for because she invited me over for lunch, which was so lovely and so nice. And it was just such a great lunch and like a great opportunity to like speak with her, get to know her more. She got to know me a little bit better, and it was just really, really nice. Like she's such a intelligent and like fascinating person, and she has so many wonderful stories of like her travels and her research and everything. So it was really cool talking about that. And she made me this like traditional Persian dish, which was delicious, so good. So I'm really appreciative to her for that. And she was also telling me a bit about her dissertation research and like some of her process with that, which I feel like is going to be helpful for my own research, and hearing some of her stories, I think will be helpful for me thinking about my own research as I really start to get into the ethnographic fieldwork that I'm going to be doing for that project. When I think about my project, I often feel like a bit lost and like I have no idea what I'm doing. So it's just helpful to hear like about other people's processes. She lent me this book as well called The Active Interview, which I think is going to be a really helpful methodological approach for me to take in my interviewing. The way she described it was that it's more of like having a conversation with ethnographic participants. And instead of just kind of like having these set questions and imposing that on the conversation and like molding it in a certain way, instead just starting with like a general kind of topic and then letting the conversation flow and go where it may. I might be wrong about like what that actually means. I have to like actually read this, but that's kind of what I got from her explanation of it. So I'm interested to dive into that a little bit more. However, for now, I have more grading to do, always more grading to do. So I'm going to dive back into that and try to get at least like 10 to 15, hopefully 20 papers graded tonight, but maybe that's a little ambitious. We'll see. I've basically set up my grading station on the couch, and I've taken over the living room a little bit with all of this because I find that if I tend to sit up straight for too long, I end up with neck pain and a migraine, which is not fun. So instead, I'm just doing my grading, lying on the couch, my heating pad on, and we're feeling good. I am feeling good about these assignments, actually. As a matter of fact, they are much better than their first assignments that they submitted last month. And I'm pleasantly surprised so far with how well these students are doing. And I don't want to take like too much credit personally, but I did spend a lot of time last time on their assignments giving them really detailed feedback and just like making corrections and things, and really trying to help them with their writing too, because I want students to do well. I want them to succeed. And a lot of them did really bad on the midterm, unfortunately. So any extra points I can give them, any grade boost I can give them, I would like to. I love it when students make up words too. Like, what do you mean by this? I have no idea. I've really been trying to not buy as much stuff on Amazon anymore because it is not necessarily a company that I want to be putting my money towards, but it's just so convenient, especially when it comes to getting books. And I'm super excited to read this book that I just bought, which is called The Story and It's in Our Bones: How Worldviews and Climate Justice Can Remake a World in Crisis, by Osprey Oriel Lake. I just attended a webinar earlier this week where Osprey Oriel Lake was the guest speaker, and she was talking about this book, and I was just thinking how crucial this might be for my research and the stuff that I'm working on for my dissertation, since it does look at worldviews and climate justice and belief systems and the stories that we tell and how we kind of narrate our relationships with the non-human world, with the environment, and how that potentially can give us a positive climate environmental ethic that might help with our world that is very much in crisis. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into this, but probably a bit later today because I have a lot of stuff to do. It's Friday. I slept in way too late today. I let myself sleep in until like almost 11 because I just felt like I really needed it. I was so tired. And yeah, I've had a slow start to the day, but that's okay. I'm just going to give myself that grace and accept that I'm not always going to be 100% productive 100% of the time. On the agenda today, I have some emails that I need to catch up on. I need to do a bunch of grading. I did not get nearly enough grading done last night. I only got through a few papers before I passed out on the couch, basically. And then I also have some work that I need to do for the research assistant job that I do. So that is my plan. Those are my goals for the day. And hopefully I don't get a migraine. All right, so it's 5:30 now, and I feel like I've actually had a fairly productive day. I did get a lot of work done for this research assistant work that I've been doing and tied up some loose ends with that, so I feel pretty good. Did get a bit of grading done, not as much as I would have liked to, but I think that I'm going to have to do the bulk of it tomorrow. And then I took a bit of a break and I also started getting into some of this book, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only like a couple of chapters in, but I think it's going to be a fantastic resource for my dissertation and just for like life in general and like being a better human being on this planet. It's really about addressing climate change through a necessary paradigm shift in kind of collective worldview and how we think about things, and needing to see the earth as animate in many ways, and thinking about how we can kind of radically change the way that we see the world for engaging in better sustainability practices and things like that. Thinking about how this needs to happen not only through like climate justice activism, but also through things that are inherently linked to that. So decolonization, dismantling the patriarchy, and moving away from harmful capitalistic consumer practices, and thinking about like anti-racism as well, because racism and gender binaries and the patriarchy, all of these things are so intricately wound up with the climate crisis, and things that we need to be paying attention to if we want to make our planet a better place. The book really centers like voices and stories of Indigenous peoples, and especially Indigenous women, who are often real leaders in this kind of change that we need. So I'm just really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to reading more. So I just got back from the course that I TA for this morning. Happy Tuesday, by the way. It's Tuesday. I've been kind of all over the place with this vlog. So we are jumping into next week. But yes, Tuesday, just got back from the course that I TA for. This morning, I was working on finishing up some of the grading for this course, and I didn't quite finish all of it, but I got most of it done, and I gave that to the prof so that she can do the finalization of the grades and address any instances of academic misconduct that we have experienced. Because unfortunately, these days with like AI, there's a lot of issues with just students using like chat gpt or whatever to spit out their essays, and sometimes it's really obvious, which I don't know, like I don't understand how they don't think that we're going to see that and like notice that, especially when like one half of their essay is like poorly written, and then the next half is really well written but like super vague, and they're not actually saying very much that's like tangible. So Anyway, I don't know. I don't get it. We were talking to a few students about it today, actually, and a couple of them said that like it's actually hard not to use AI now for their courses, which is kind of baffling to me. Like I fully 100% think that there are ethical ways that AI can be used to help students, but then just copying and pasting whatever ChatGPT has spit out, that's not it. That's not helpful. That's not gonna get you anywhere. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do about this in the long run. Anyway, just to show you how I grade assignments. So I use a lot of sticky notes for this while I'm grading with hard copies. And I just put like a general range of grade that they might get on it. So whether it might be a C or like a C plus, A, or B plus, I'll give it like a range of what I think it's kind of within. And I'll just stick that on the front. And then I will organize all of the papers when I'm done the grading into these different categories and putting them with other papers that are in that kind of range. And then I'll just like compare them against one another before giving them that final numerical percentage grade. I find that this way of doing it kind of helps me because I don't really know if my expectations are too high of students sometimes, but I feel like a lot of them are not, I don't know, at the point that I would expect them to be in like second, third, and fourth year. I don't know. Anyway, this method of grading where it's just like really comparing them against other students in the class versus my own kind of standard is helpful to make sure that I'm just being fair. All right, so we are a couple hours later now. I have gotten a bit more grading done, but never as much as I would like to or intend to. It is a slow process for me, and I think that I am just not very quick and efficient when it comes to marking assignments and giving feedback. I'm just waiting for my partner Nathan to get home now so that we can go out for wing night with our friends. And I don't know, maybe we'll hang out after and play some board games or something. I'm not sure. I don't want to stay out too late though, because obviously I really want to get through these assignments. I have like 10 or 15 left to grade and I want to be done. I want to be done, but I also want wings. So we're going to go do that. I am definitely going to have to change my shirt though, because a light color like this and a messy eater like me is not a good combination. I made the mistake of lying down on my bed, and now I've just been laying here for the past like 15 minutes, trying to find the strength and the will to get up and get dressed and get on with the things that I need to do, but I just can't. It's a struggle sometimes. Please ignore the dirty mirror once again and the mess that is my life. But I've decided to wear this cat dress out tonight that I got the last time I went thrifting. I don't know if you can see, but it actually has tiny little black and white cats all over it, which reminded me of my cat Loki. So that's what we're going with.
Sorry, it's me game. We only game.
Hello, good morning, and happy Friday again. I think I vlogged last Friday as well. I don't really remember, but it's been a bit of a rough week. I have not vlogged the past couple days because I just have not been feeling good. And it's just made me feel even more behind with everything. And my to-do list just keeps piling up and getting longer and longer. And I'm just an overwhelmed mess right now, to be honest. So I've made for myself today a must-do to-do list, like non-negotiable things that I absolutely have to get done today. I've done one of them so far. And yeah, I'm just gonna work through this today, get stuff done, and hopefully avoid having a nervous breakdown or something, because yeah, I'm just feeling like I'm drowning a little bit right now and just like exhausted, although I feel like at the same time I haven't done enough to merit feeling exhausted like this. it's 6 o'clock now. I've had a fairly productive day, just like taking things off of my to-do list, especially going through and getting done things that really didn't take so long, but that I've been putting off for a while, like making phone calls because I really hate doing that. I know it's ridiculous, but I hate talking on the phone. The main thing that I've been working on today is I've been helping with the editing and like publication process, and putting together and organizing a edited manuscript, a volume of collected chapters from various authors. I've been helping the editors to put this together and really like get it solid and ready for publication. It is in the publication process right now. It's being published by Routledge, and I've been kind of liaisoning with people at Routledge as well to work on this and to make sure that all of the chapters are aligning with the guidelines and all of that. So it's been fun. There's 2 volumes that are actually part of this kind of one larger overarching volume, and 20 chapters in total. And it's been an experience. It's been a lot of work, I will say. People say that getting academics like organized and to submit things is a bit like herding cats, and I agree with that. But it's been interesting to see like the other side of the publication process, kind of, because I've been a chapter contributor to an edited volume before. So it's been interesting to kind of see all of the work that's involved on like the editing and kind of some of the publication side as well. I'm also working on the index for these volumes and making that, which has been interesting. I don't know how to do that really. This is all new to me. So, yeah, it's been a learning experience for sure. But anyway, today we just got the final copy edits for all of the chapters. So I've been sending those out to the contributors to the volume and just asking them to have them done within the next week or so. So hopefully that will all be good. And I also just got sent the copy edits for an article that I'm getting published soon in a journal, and been trying to just kind of go through those a bit. There's no major changes or anything. It's all very minor, but I just have to go through and accept all of that so it can be sent off for final formatting, and then will be published in the next few months, I hope. This article is about representations of witchcraft on Instagram and digital photo editing techniques that are used to materialize magic, basically, and make the invisible visible in a magical kind of way. So I'm pretty excited about it, and this will be my 3rd publication, which is super exciting. And all of my publications are so different from one another. They're all like in different disciplines and dealing with different questions and things, and yeah, they're all very like diverse, but I feel like that just kind of speaks to who I am as an academic. I'm all over the place with my interests, and my publications reflect that, and none of them have to do with my current dissertation project, but maybe that will change because I am also hoping to submit a couple more papers to journals within the next few months on things that are more so related to my dissertation research. But we'll see if that happens. I don't know. I really need to like focus on actually getting the dissertation done and written, and not so much on like other papers and stuff. Anyway, I feel myself running out of steam, so I think I'm gonna try and send a few more emails before I completely run out of gas here, and then take a break and make some dinner and all that good stuff.